to boldly go where no man has gone before.
Hey everybody, it's episode 28 of the first season. I've a bit of the giggles, season 1, and this is the city on the edge of forever. And I know, I'm not sure, it's a bit like the Khan episode. Remember, I knew about Khan, I knew about Space Seed. I didn't know how the episode would go, but I did know specific things. Ricardo Montalban, basically how it would end, you know? But this episode is similar in that I know the basic things about it. Who would be in it? I know, for instance, Joan Collins is going to be in it. And a couple of other things. So I'm not going to pretend like I don't know that stuff, but I'm also not going to mention it because there's people watching who haven't seen it. So yeah, that's it. We're going to enjoy it. I haven't seen the episode. I haven't seen the actual episode. I've just seen people talk about it in the odd clip. Last time, we had the episode that everybody loves. Everybody loves this episode. It's called The Alternative Factor. It's about this crazy man. Or is he a sane man? He's in a battle with a monster. And this monster is going to destroy the whole universe. And he's got to stop him. He's got to stop him, and maybe Kirk can help him. He comes to him for help. He's like, "Argh." Also, the galaxy and the universe are shaking. You know? Winking out of existence and back into existence, and gravitational fields are collapsing, and it's a big, hefty episode. You know, a lot of people talk about it. I haven't put that on YouTube yet, but if the reviews of that episode online or anything to go by, I'm really curious what people are going to say in the YouTube comment section about that episode. Because a lot of people hate it. A lot of people think it's a poopy one. I thought it was fine. You know? It had a few structural problems. It was a bit confounding at times. We pieced it together a bit. We were just fine. So let's get into the city on the edge of forever. Oh, before we start, so that as many people as possible see this. Other things I know about the show going forward: Tribbles. I know about Tribbles. And am I looking forward to that episode? I don't know. I think I might be with Spock on that one. It might be irritating to watch, but I don't know. Tribbles are cute, right? Tribbles are cute. We love Tribbles. Or do we? And that. I'm waiting for that. And Whiteface, Blackface. I'm waiting for that. Those are the 3 things in my memory. 3 flashes of images of potential future episodes. The details of those episodes are not clear. I have a vague idea of a couple of them. And maybe something surprising. Maybe we'll start watching an episode and I'll be like, oh yeah, this is the one I've seen this, I've heard of this one. But yeah, I'll let you know as it comes. Okay, we're orbiting a planet already. We're at red alert already? Why? Well, that explains why. What's hitting us? The planet?
Orbits, Captain.
Wow, Sulu!
Sick bay, to bridge.
Sulu's dead.
You're actually passing through ripples in time.
Ripples in time? Hey, Doc. Sulu, he's dead.
Some heart flutter.
You okay, buddy?
Better risk a few drops of Cordrazine. It's tricky stuff. You sure you want to risk?
Right into his heart, Doc. Oh. Hey, he's back. That was quick. Oh, he's goofy smile.
You were about to make a medical comment, Jim.
Coming up on it now. Seems to be fairly heavy displacement.
Whoa. Brace yourself. Hold on to something. Oh, did he just give it to himself?
Halt!
Empty.
Communications, emergency medical team.
Oh.
I won't let you!
Oh, Doc, get him.
You won't get me! Killers!
One chop him. That poor guy. Did you ever see the turbolift doors close so fast? Okay, no, hey. Remember I was saying I know about this episode? Did I put on the right one? Don't know anything about this. I've never seen McCoy go crazy like that before. I've seen him happy. I've seen him drunk. I've seen him wisecracking. I've never seen him crazy though. He got in and out of that turbolift like... Didn't he? And Sulu woke up like he was dead 1 minute and perfectly fine the next. He had that goofy grin on his face, as if he was one with the body. Maybe we just need to wait until the doc calms down, wears off.
We have no way of knowing if the madness is permanent or temporary.
He's wide-eyed and wild. He's getting in the transporter. We should disable all transporters. Oh, two chop! Did you see that? Never seen that before. Why though, Doc? Where are you going?
Subjects failed to recognize acquaintance, hysterically convinced they were in mortal danger.
Right.
Were seeking escape at any cost.
That's what he seemed like.
To himself or to anyone else who might.
He's beamed down to the planet.
Dr. McCoy has beamed himself down to the planet.
Center of the time disturbance.
Let's get down there.
Set up a landing party.
What are we bringing? We're bringing a lot of people. Holy moly. I think it's the first time I've seen Uhura on an away mission.
These ruins extend to the horizon.
And of considerable age. On the order of 10,000 centuries old.
10,000 centuries. That's an odd way of putting it, Spock. Correct me if I'm wrong. But isn't that millions of years, Spock? Could you have said it that way? But again, it's a very Star Trek-y thing. We've seen that in the past. Now, is this donut hole the center of the time disturbance? I wouldn't touch it.
What is this thing, Mr. Spock?
This single object is the source of all the time displacement.
Oh, just this one?
For this to do what it does is impossible by any science I understand.
It's oddly, asymmetric.
Putting out waves and waves of time displacement, which we picked up millions of miles away.
Don't you mean... Oh, there he is.
It can't be a machine as we understand mechanics.
Don't touch it,
And what
Spock.
is it?
A question.
Oh, it talks.
Since before your sun burned hot in space, I have awaited a question.
What's the answer to life, the universe, and everything?
What are you?
I am the guardian of forever.
Machine or being?
I am both. I am my own beginning, my own ending.
He's a donut.
I see no reason for answers to be couched in riddles.
My answer is simply as your level of understanding makes possible.
You're too dumb to understand him, Spock. The Guardian of Forever, is that what he called himself? We've got a Galactic High Commissioner.
Time portal, Captain.
As correct as
Nope.
possible for you.
For you.
Your science knowledge is obviously primitive.
He's so insulting.
Annoyed, Spock?
I am. A little bit.
A gateway to your own past, if you wish.
How about the future? I'd like to see the future. Oh, he's gonna run through. You know he's gonna run through.
I want to get assassin!
Nope, I was wrong. Can you help us with our friend? He's a bit
Spock,
crazy.
could we somehow take Bones back a day in time, then?
Relive the accident. This time be certain that the hypo accident is avoided.
I've issues with that idea.
Look at the speed with which the centuries are passing, Captain.
Can you change the speed at which yesterday passes?
I was made to offer the past in this manner. I cannot change.
Oh, I thought you were like super intelligent and capable, dude.
To step through there and lose oneself in another world.
He looks like he's been drained of salt.
Our tricorder is capable of recording even at this speed.
Watch him.
Dr. McCoy! Bones
He's
now!
going through. Well, now what do we do? Hey, Guardian, could you send us to where he went?
He has passed into what was.
I've lost contact with the ship. I was talking to them. No static, just nothing.
Uh-oh.
Kirk to Enterprise.
Uh-oh. He's done something. He's caused some sort of ripple effect.
All that you knew is gone.
Frickin', oh, you're supposed to be the guardian. You're not doing much guarding.
McCoy
Frickin' donut.
has somehow changed history. We're totally alone.
On the plus side, we were protected from the time changes. Must be proximity to the time device.
Captain's log, no star date. For us, time does not exist. McCoy is back somewhere
Okay.
in the- Spock and I will go back into time ourselves and attempt to set right whatever it was that
Why not the
McCoy
rest of them?
changed.
A rather barbaric period in your American history.
Thanks, Spock.
I believe I can approximate just when to jump.
Great.
Perhaps within a month of the correct time.
That'll do.
If we are successful,
Then you will be returned. It will be as though none of you had gone.
Great. That'll be very handy. Hey, good thing we didn't send Zulu back. God knows what would happen.
Scotty, when you think you've waited long enough, each of you will have to try it. Even if you fail, at least you'll be alive in some past world somewhere.
Okay. Okay.
And
Go.
now,
Oh, boxing. The McCook Mason fight. Hey, this set looks familiar. What year are we in?
I've seen old photographs of this period.
Hey, odd timing of pause. Nothing in particular to say about what just happened, but real life stuff meant I had to pause. But let's talk about it since we are paused. I love the rock donut, guardian of eternity, forever. I've forgotten what he called himself. I love how condescending. I wasn't expecting the time portal to talk. I did know it was a time portal. I'd seen that before in some clip or something, but I didn't know it spoke to them. I don't know. I don't even think it was necessary. I guess it's exposition. It's to explain things. I think it would have been fine just to have the images of the centuries passing, and Spock could be like, "Hey, look, it's our past, or your past. It's passing at a certain rate, and then it loops around. And then McCoy runs through, and then we're like, oh, did you catch the moment he went in, Spock? Were you recording? Yep. We can time it next time round and hope for the best. He's grazed. I wonder if it'll wear off. I wonder if it's something that will just take a bit of time and it will gradually seep out of his system. He'll process it. I hope that's the case. I presume that's the case because we don't have any medical. We're not bringing back another hypo spray or anything to counteract it. Just needs to calm down a bit. He did look like he just got Nancy cratered, if you know what I mean. They did a great job making him look pale and grazed. And we beamed down Uhura for the first time ever. Maybe? I'm trying to remember if we had her before on something. But she's not got much to do now. Because Kirk and Spock went through. They're like, we'll do it. You stay here, and if we don't come back within an hour, try it yourself. I think what Kirk was saying to Scotty was find a place to exist, to live, since the Federation doesn't exist anymore. But I think what Scotty would want to do is, try and do it again. Try and rescue these. Try and complete the mission. If they fail, me and Uhura will go through, and if we fail, fellas, you two guys, you're up. Give it all you've got. That one guy who looks like a wrestler. I must learn his name, because he's been in multiple episodes. Anyway, I'm still not sure exactly where we are. Ah, yes. Hey, you often see these canisters. Maybe not so much nowadays, but when I see them, I think of like people homeless and over, keeping themselves warm over a fire. These don't exist in Ireland. Like, we do have barrel container things, but you never see them. Like, you don't see them anywhere. What's it doing on the street corner? Is it just like a garbage receptacle? What is it? Anyway, that's our little unanticipated pause for the episode. Spock telling it not to speak in riddles. That's great. Because I was about to joke about that, you know?
Depression, circa 1930.
1930.
Quite barbaric.
Okay. What are you looking at? We're dressed normally.
We seem to be costumed a little out of step with the time.
Right.
I'm going to be difficult to explain in any case.
Oh, your
Captain.
ears, yeah.
Let's get out of here.
Let's get some clothing. I don't know. Do we have to steal some clothing? We don't have any money.
Look out, will you? Why don't you watch where you're going?
Yeah. Ah, perfect. How do we get up there?
Theft, Captain?
Yeah, theft.
Steal from the rich and give back to the poor later.
Yeah, we needed that music. We needed that music. I'm on board with it as long as the goofy music is playing. Spock's having PTSD from getting hit by rocks in the Miri episode. It was around a place like this, wasn't it? Also looks like the Archon's alleyway. Hey, we're doing laundry.
Well?
He was saying you'll have no trouble explaining it.
We're a circus troupe.
My friend is obviously Chinese.
Yep.
Drop those bundles and put your hands on that wall there. Come on!
Can you give us some clothes, maybe, though? But aren't there people watching? There's like 6 guys. Who's chasing him? That guy's unconscious. Oh, I like this music.
I believe we have about a week before McCoy arrives.
Oh, a week.
Locked in here is the exact place and moment of his arrival. If only I could tie this tricorder in with the ship's computers, but
Couldn't you build some form of computer aid here?
Back in 1930.
in this zinc-plated, vacuum-tubed culture.
Maybe. I don't know.
Would pose an extremely complex problem in logic, Mr. Spock.
He's challenging you. He's giving you a little project, maybe.
I sometimes expect too much of you.
Who's there?
Rise to the bait.
We didn't mean to trespass.
Here's Joan.
It's cold outside.
A lie is a very poor way to say hello. Isn't that cold?
No.
This is new.
I could do with some help around here. Doing dishes, sweeping, general cleaning.
Yeah.
At
Yeah.
what rate of payment?
We'll do it.
I need radio tubes and so forth, my hobby.
Oh, he's going to build that computer. Holy moly.
I'm Edith Keeler. Well, you can start by cleaning up down here.
Where are we?
You're in the 21st Street Mission.
Right, we're in a mission. We're in a place that helps people. Looks like time brought us to the right place. You know what I mean? Very kind she is. Oh, a piano. Spock, do you know any tunes? Get Aurora in here. We should have brought her through the portal.
Good evening.
Oh, can she play?
You'll be sorry. You expect to eat for free or something? You gotta listen.
Can't be that bad.
It's time to pay for the soup.
Not that she's a bad-looking broad, but she really wanted to help out a fella in need.
Shut up. Shut up.
Yeah, stop.
I want to hear what she has to say.
Don't be unkind.
Yes, of course, Captain.
Because the days and the years ahead are worth living for. One day soon,
She's a dreamer.
man is going to be able to harness incredible energies,
Oh, she's a prophet.
maybe even the atom. Energies that could ultimately hurl us to other worlds in some sort of spaceship.
Whoop.
And those are the days worth living for. Our
Yeah.
deserts will bloom.
Development of atomic power is years away.
It's inspiring, isn't it? But I get where that other guy's coming from. Imagine you're a person from 1930, right? You're struggling just to survive. You're like, I'll do anything to survive. I need this bread. I need to come here and have this soup and this bread. Otherwise, I'm gonna die. And then you hear this woman talking about harnessing atomic power and going to the stars and, you know, producing enough food and things for everybody, and those are the days worth living for. I get where the other guy's coming from. She sounds crazy, you know? Doesn't sound like the world she's dreaming about, as beautiful and as inspiring as it is anywhere close to happening in their lifetimes. Yeah. I thought she was going to play the piano. But it's very fitting that she had this little talk right here with Kirk and Spock. They're really impressed. They're like, holy moly, we struck gold here. Not only is she giving us a place to stay, giving us money in exchange for labor, but she's also open to ideas about the future. By the way, this is fascinating. Spock is building something that can interface with his tricorder, right? In 1930. But like, this show was made in 1967 or whatever. It would be difficult enough to do it back then. You know, we could easily set this in 1960 something and still have difficulties assembling something to interface with the tricorder. I like it though. I like the idea of it. Reminds me of Doc Brown back in the 1800s, you know? If you've got a mind keen enough, maybe you can cobble something together with spare parts. You know? Make a calculator the size of a house. What does it do? It adds two numbers together, Kirk. That's what you've been working on for the past week, Spock? Hey, look. Cut me some slack, Jack. Anyway, what am I saying? I'm saying I like Edith. She's we couldn't be in a better place, but I get where the other guy's coming from. He's like, we have to listen to this stuff every day. She talks about the future as if she's been there. Are we sure McCoy didn't get here earlier? Start telling her all this stuff? I don't know. Genuinely, I don't know. I don't know. I said I knew about the episode, but all this middle part, no idea.